back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona and how it's arriving in dealerships as we speak. Now, we just got the Charger Daytona, the 2024 model, just a few weeks ago, arriving at dealers after a botch launch. I mean, it was dragged out forever. They were trying to get these vehicles out of containment, and now that they have, we're still getting reports that some dealers are still waiting for orders for the 2024 model year. They're still sitting on lots, like holding lots, and then now we're getting 2025 models. So I found this out not because somebody told me. I just went on cars.com the other day, and I'm looking at these cars to see, what's in my area, and just wasting time basically. And I go on, and there's a bunch of 2025 models that have shown up in like the last week and a half. So I was like, okay, so I did a nationwide search, and I'm finding them all over the place. So come to find out, we're starting to see them appear all the way across the U.S., and we're starting to see them in Canada, across Canada as well. So I figured I'd do this little video. Keep in mind, Dodge hasn't said anything official about the 2025 model year yet for the Charger Daytona. They haven't put anything on their website. They haven't said anything through their their media communications to us auto journalists. And Dodge really hates it when I supposedly talk and break embargoes on things, but when these vehicles are already on the dealer lots, there's no embargo. You can go out and buy this thing. So I hate when they say, oh, you're breaking an embargo. I'm not breaking an embargo by any means. It's there. You can go out, physically touch the car. I don't think it's embargoed. So I just want to go over what's new for 2025. And then I'm going to talk about, some of the incentives that are like going on in my area and how they might be good for you if you're looking at one of these cars. So let's start off with what is new for 2025. There isn't anything really. There's one big major, there's a new color. It's Peel Out. Peel Out's this really cool orange color. If you are familiar with Dodge Chargers and Challengers, back in, I think it was 2012, Dodge offered header orange. This is that same exact color. It is a really cool looking color in person. I got a chance to actually walk around it over at Roadkill Nights this past summer for the actual media launch, or not media launch, but the actual public launch of these cars. And it looked really cool. I was waiting out for it, and they said, oh, it's going to be a late availability. Well, it's 2025, and now we can pick it. Blue Dacious, that really bright blue color, that's a little more darker than B5 blue, is not available yet. So what we're hearing is that's supposed to be a late availability color. That's supposed to be coming late in the 2025 model year, but keep in mind 2025 is a really short model year. So we're going to have 2024's a really short model year, and 2025 is, because 2026 is actually being built this summer. A lot of people don't know that yet, but they're going to start building them this summer. So yeah, we're going to have all these cars stacked up on each other. It's going to be kind of weird, but for right now, you can only get the two-door. And then for model-wise, it's still the RT and the Scat pack. And the interesting thing is, they said, oh, the stage packages are only available from the factory for 2024. That's not the case. 2025, you can still get the Stage 1 kit standard on the RT, which basically boosted up from 456 to 496 horsepower. And then if you get the Scat pack, basically you have 670 horsepower. So yeah, it's kind of funny because they said, oh, that's going to be for 2024 only. Well, everything is exactly the same. The only major difference between a 2024 and a 2025 car is if you go in to order it, these cars aren't pre-configured like the 2024 cars are. And I'm going to show you one for example, but it's kind of funny because you can go in and you can actually buy the actual car you want. For 2024, Dodge made pre-configured packages. So basically almost every car was fully loaded except for a couple of very limited models. And if you look through the list of the packages, there was a few like black cars that got red interiors but no plus package, but they had to have the sun and sound group, which is the glass roof and the 18 speaker sound system. So it's just kind of funny how they did their packages for 2024. But if you're looking to really cheapen down on the car and get something that you really want, that's when you want to really look at a 2025. So if we look at the window sticker, here's a 2024 car here, and pulled it up. This is a red eye color, so this is that dark red. And basically, this is a fully loaded car. If you look here, you'll see the price is $86,460, and that includes destination charges. Now, if you look at the base price here is $64,995, but that doesn't include destination. But it looks not that bad here, but once you start putting options on this car, it loads it up pretty quick. And $86,000 is still freaking outrageous for this thing, in my opinion. But it is a lot of car for the money. The problem is, to me, it's not Scat Pack money. They shouldn't have used this name on this car because it's just crazy. But anyways, if we look at this car, again, it's got everything. It's got the Plus Group. It's got sun and sound package, carbon and suede package, track package. So in demonic red seats, which was $495, and then you have the drive experience recorder, which records video and stuff when you're at the track. So that's an extra $1,000. Now, if you go to the price difference for the 2025 cars, it's the same. This one here, $64,995, so nothing's changed there. We go through the options. The color's still the same price. You still have to pay that $3,200 for that Scat Pack Stage 2 kit. So even if you bought the base model here, instead of having 590 590 horsepower as the standard, you have to pay that $3,200. So that already boosted up to what, almost 78,000. It boosted up to what, almost $70,000. And then if you go through the pricing here, this car looks cheaper because it says $82,970, and that's because it doesn't have two options. It doesn't have the demonic red seats, and it doesn't have the carbon and suede package. So the demonic red seats, that's like $1,000 option, I think it is. And then what is it? It's $495. And then the carbon and suede package was $3,000, I believe. Yeah, $29.95. So basically, you can save yourself some money. So this person saved themselves, like whoever ordered the car, basically saved about $4,000 because they cut out those packages. So yeah, for 2025, all the pricing's still the same. It's just that you are being able to pick the car that you want. So keep in mind, you still have to pay that $3,200 mandatory for the Scat Pack Stage 2 package. They say it's standard, but it's standard across the lineup. You have to buy that for 2025. Every 2025 model I've seen so far on through all the dealers and that have those packages standard, so nothing has changed. Costco Auto actually did a breakdown of the pricing a few weeks ago, and that's when we really knew that the stage packages were staying for sure, because those had them as mandatory packages for 2025. So hopefully this will change going into 2026 so you can get an even cheaper car, but for 2025, really nothing has changed. So keep that in mind if you're really shopping. If you really want a good deal on a 2024, you're not missing out on anything for 2025. And you might be able to get a better deal. It just depends on what the banks are, doing for 2024 models compared to 2025s, because sometimes banks and credit unions especially, they might see that 2024 model as like a leftover unit, and since we're already seeing some vehicles arrive on dealers that are 2026 models by some automakers, it kind of gets tricky when you go to finance. You can physically go there and see them. They're the same exact cars. You just get that peel out color, and you get to basically order the car that you want. So if you want something like under $75,000, technically you can get it. You still have to pay that $3,200 for the 670 horsepower, but if you just go in and say, hey, I just want a base Charger Daytona Scat Pack or a base Charger Daytona RT, and that's it, they can order you one. So kind of cool that you can do that. Helps cut the cost down, but we're still seeing high prices, and I still think they need to do something with the pricing on this thing. It's still a little too high. So, but anyways, take and leave your comments below. What do you think about this 2025 model showing up so quickly on lots? Do you think they should have held it back for about a month and a half and kind of cleared out 2024 inventory? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.